About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Fights through him. There he goes, left side. That one good for 37 yards. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Now the ball comes loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards for number 11.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Dillon will score. Touchdown, Packers. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Looking to throw on second down. Clifford. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And now they'll shift things around.
Hurry, go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. 26 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Bears 7. Anders Carlson.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Fields. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Here we go. Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Here's Fields. Being chased out left. He's got Lewis. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
11. Right.
Now Fields. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Right.
On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Fields going to keep it running right. Touchdown, Chicago! Just a spectacular run by the always dynamic Justin Fields. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly gets lost. Yeah, there's no doubt.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards remain for second down. Looking to throw. Clifford. He gets that one complete to Wicks. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Off the play fake. Clifford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Clifford. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try and run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here we go. Good. Right.
A final shot before the break. Fields toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here we go. Right.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Go.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
11.
2nd and 8.
Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Steps away to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right.